Good morning, class. Today is Monday, May the 4th. Monday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. That's a play on words. Instead of saying May the Force be with you like they say in Star Wars, it's the 4th day of the month. It's a fun little play on words. So this morning, let's go right into science. How are we doing today? Science, did you enjoy your weekend? Well, I sure hope so. Science, remember we're reviewing matter. What is matter? Matter is the material that all things are made of. Matter can be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. And remember we covered the air we breathe is a gas, and that's what holds up airplanes and kites. It fills up balloons. Let's review a solid. What is a solid? A solid is the only form of matter with its own shape. The shape of a solid will not change unless you cut it, bend it, break it, or change it in some other way. Solids have different properties. Solids can be different colors, sizes, and shapes. Some are hard and some are soft. Solids do not all have the same mass. Remember what mass is? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. It can be measured by using a tool called a balance or a scale. You might measure the mass of an object in grams. This is a metric measurement. You might measure an object in ounces. This is a standard English or customary measurement. That's what we use. All right, these blocks are solids. They have a definite shape and color. You can turn them over and the shape doesn't change. You can alter the shape by how? Breaking them or cutting them. That's how you would alter their shape. So they are a solid. Now, that is our science for today. We're going to cover our USA today. Remember when I used to show you the map of the world, or a partial map of the world? Remember that this is the United States. We are Florida right here, and this is the East Coast. This is the Atlantic, and over here across the Atlantic, remember when we used to talk about England? Right there, that's England. And in our story today about the USA, we start here in England. All right, we covered already our quadrants of our United States, and we covered Christopher Columbus. Today we're going to talk about the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims wanted a place to worship the Lord in the way that they were free. In England, the king made everybody be a part of the Church of England, and the Pilgrims did not want that. They wanted to worship God the way they wanted to. So actually, they didn't come straight over here to America. They went to Holland, and that didn't work out either. So they left from England in the Mayflower. The Mayflower was a very large ship, and we have replicas of it up in Massachusetts, Plymouth, Massachusetts. You can still visit there today. That is a replica of the Mayflower. The Mayflower sailed over the Atlantic from England and landed in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Okay? Now, the first thing that they did when they arrived on the Mayflower was they thanked God. They prayed. The Reverend led them in a prayer, and they said a prayer of thanksgiving to the Lord, and they wrote a Mayflower Compact. Hopefully you'll learn about that in history soon. And it was an agreement on how they were to live their life and to govern their new colony that they were going to establish. They were friends with the Indians, Samoset and Squanto, and Samoset and Squanto helped them survive the winter. They were not used to the harsh winter here in America, and they helped them survive. So after the winter, they had a Thanksgiving feast. It was literally giving thanks for them surviving, and they shared it with the Indians. It was a wonderful holiday that was established here. The Pilgrims came to worship and to pray. They gave us the first Thanksgiving Day. So that's a very simple poem that you can remember who gave us our first Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims came to worship and pray. They gave us the first Thanksgiving Day. Now, hopefully I'll have time to tell you about Samoset and Squanto later. Squanto had an amazing life, and he had a lot to praise the Lord for. He was also a Christian and gave praise to the Lord. Who were the people that came to America from England so they could worship God in the way they believed was the right way? Who was it? We just covered it. The Pilgrims. Very good. What was the name of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America from England? The Mayflower. Good job. Who helped the Pilgrims? Friendly Indians. If you say Samoset or Squanto, those are very directly correct. Good job. How did the Pilgrims show their thankfulness? A Thanksgiving feast. Very good. Whom did the Pilgrims invite to their Thanksgiving feast? The Native Indians. That's right. Okay. Thank you for joining me on that. I wanted to cover something really quick. I can show you the answers because you've already done this. It is covering addition and takeaway. If you have one bike and you take away one, you have no bikes. If you have 2 golf carts and you take one away, you have 1 golf cart. If you have 3 boats, but you take one away, you have 2 boats. If you have 2 jet skis, and not jet skis, sorry, snowmobiles. If you have 2 snowmobiles and you add a snowmobile, you have 3. If you have 4 lawnmowers and you take away one, you take it away, you remove it, you have 3 lawnmowers. Okay, all right. Now, this is a page that you're doing today. I said it was on the back. You can either do it today or you've already done it. On the back of that page, it says write the number that comes between. There is a motorcycle before, there is a dump truck in between, and there's a motorcycle after. Right now we want the number that comes between. The number 17 and the number 19 are listed. Now what number comes between 17 and 19 when you're counting by ones? 18. Good job. Now you're going to write the number that comes between 59 and 61. The next one is 43 and 45. Now, the next one says circle the one that comes next. There is a pattern. You can choose which comes next in the pattern. Hot air balloon, airplane. Hot air balloon, airplane. What comes next after the next hot air balloon? And it gives you the option over on the right hand side. Circle the one that is correct and completes the pattern. Write how many cents. How many pennies are there? How many cents does a penny equal? 1 penny equals 1 cent. So how many cents are there? That is what coin is next. Which coin is that? A nickel? Is it a dime? Or is it a quarter? Do you remember which one looks like which? A dime is worth how many cents? And there are 5 of them. So skip count by how many cents is in a dime. Skip count by that number. Then at the bottom you're going to add. Now look, some of them are stacked this way and some of them are written this way. And it doesn't matter because all addition is the same. So you're going to add that. And of course that was the lesson in number skills. arithmetic, K5, and page 112, like I wrote on our classroom, page 112 is lesson 139. Now next, you're going to get the page out of your letters and sounds. Even if you want to leave them in there, that's fine. You don't have to tear them out. Letters and sounds, K5. And we're going to go to page 169. Page 169 is lesson 139. Lesson 139 is an oral evaluation. Please make sure you complete this on your own with no help from anyone else, okay? I'm going to tell you the blends. That means more than two letters together that make a sound. I'm going to read it and you're going to write it. If you need extra time, hit pause and it will let you, you can write what you need and then hit play again, okay? You're going to write these two letters. T, t, t. Ra, ra. I'm going to write those two letters. Ra. I'm going to write these two letters. C, C, C. Okay, the next section is circle the special sounds and mark the vowels. Okay, each letter correct in the top is worth 1 point. If your parents want to write the correct number that you got correct in the yellow box at the top, write the number correct. So that's 6 points in that first section. Second section, you're going to circle the special sounds and mark the vowels. Remember which makes special sounds? It's two consonants together that make a special sound. You're going to circle those. You're going to mark your vowels with the stick if it's the long and says its name. If it's a long vowel sound, it says its name, put a stick over it. If it's a friendly E, you cross it out. If it's the second vowel, when two vowels go walking, what do you do with that? Yes, good job. Make sure you mark those correctly. Under number 3, fill in the circle under the word that completes each sentence. Fill in the circle under the word that completes each sentence. Now you need to read these. I cannot read them for you. That is part of your exam. Okay? There's 2 words at the end of each sentence that you can choose from. You can fill in the circle under the correct one. And again, those are 2 points for each correct word and 1 point for each vowel or special blend that they mark correctly. Okay, and that is all for lesson 139. If you can give me a picture of that, and like I said, you can grade it 1 point for each letter correctly in the top, 1 point for each correctly circled and marked vowel. We're going to review St. Patrick's Day sight words. Each of you have this in your folder. R, R. Sorry, this is taking so long. Well, what's this word? Must, must, must. What is this word? But, but. Good job. I wanted to go to the beach, but I could not get there. I wanted to go swimming, but I do not know how. But, into, place the present into the box so I can wrap it. Into. Oops, okay, well, that one. And what is this one? Get, get. Good job. Good review of our sight words. Remember to read every day. Complete your oral examination and your worksheet. I've covered science, and I think that's all I said I was going to do today. I cannot show you the number writing pads or the number skills because I do not have those books. So I love you guys. Love you, Ariella. Love you, Isaac. Love you, Isabella. Love you, Sarah. Love you, Layla. Love you, Dylan. Miss you guys. Hope you're all doing well. If you have any questions, text me or leave a question on the Google Classroom's page. You can email me. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day.